In the latest episode of Invincible Season 2, Mark finds himself at a crossroads during his high school graduation, torn between his superhero responsibilities and the desire for a normal life. A battle with Doc Seismic delays his graduation, showcasing the constant struggle of maintaining a dual identity. Despite the challenges, Mark eventually triumphs and makes it to the ceremony, emphasizing the sacrifices he must make. At home, Mark attempts to connect with his mother, Debbie, in the aftermath of their shared loss. The episode takes an intriguing turn with the emergence of a mysterious threat, possibly Darkwing. With Cecil dismissing it, Mark investigates and faces Nightboy, Darkwing's assistant, in a tense confrontation. Nightboy can conjure dark portals that can be used to trap people in a void. Mark struggles with the void, but as soon as he gets a hold of Nightboy, he threatens to kill him if he doesn't get him out of the void. This encounter is important because Mark has been saying that he isn't like his father or that he doesn't want to be like him, but in this moment with Nightboy, his behavior becomes just like Omni-Man's. In a tense confrontation, Mark prevails, bringing Nightboy to headquarters. Elsewhere, geopolitical tensions escalate as the Atlanteans hold Omni-Man responsible for the killing of their king, thereby threatening to erase the eastern seaboard. According to Atlantean custom, the only way to atone for the king's murder is to marry his widow. Mark, caught between duty and personal commitments, agrees to the marriage proposal to avert disaster. The Atlantean subplot takes a surprising turn when Mark discovers the outdated custom and instead the new law is a trial by combat. Facing a colossal fish, he emerges triumphant, saving the Atlanteans from impending doom. Despite Cecil's attempts to intervene, Mark's decision to confront a giant monster demonstrates his commitment to heroism and justice. Debbie has a full-on breakdown back at her home, destroying a troublesome kitchen cabinet in the process. This pushes her breaking point, mirroring her emotional collapse. Mark, returning home battered, witnesses this emotional moment. He stays to comfort her instead of jetting off to his own room to sulk, revealing shared pain between mother and son. It's a pivotal scene, impacting the characters and the audience profoundly. Adam Eve undergoes a transformative journey, using her powers for change but facing challenges. A clash with her father tests her ideals, with her father saying that Eve's help is destructive because the community park that she had constructed out of thin air in Chicago had crumbled. Apparently, the place was unstable. That's why the city's authorities never built anything there. So Eve did more harm than good with her powers. This displays the complexity of her growth beyond mere heroism. The narrative shifts to the Guardians' headquarters, where the team gives the newly introduced Shapesmith, the Martian in disguise, a tour of the place. It's weird that they know next to nothing about this guy, and they've brought him to one of the most secretive places on Earth. Shapesmith gives them a generic superhero backstory, while we see the Sequids using the real Livingston to eradicate the Martian Empire and venture off into the unknown to conquer other places. King Lizard takes over the Lizard League, which is supposed to be ominous. But based on what we've seen already, they'll probably be mildly annoying. At the end of Invincible Season 2 Episode 2, Angstrom Levy shows up to meet a captured Mark Grayson, who explains how he has been imprisoned. It's an alternate version of the character we know, and he evidently exists in a relatively unknown area of the multiverse. This version of Mark also joined hands with Nolan, but they were one-upped by the GDA with the help of quantum bombs. The female versions of Cecil and Donald show up too in order to question what Angstrom is doing in there. Based on Angstrom's answer, he is collecting information from every corner of the multiverse on how to kill Mark. There's no proof that Viltrumites can actually be killed, and that's exactly why Angstrom is going to fail. That said, it'll be interesting to see him gather all this information and rain hell on every version of Mark, Nolan, and maybe every Viltrumite in existence. Invincible Season 2 Episode 2 succeeds in delivering a mix of action, emotion, and intriguing plot developments, leaving fans with a sense of excitement and curiosity about what lies ahead for their favorite characters. What are your theories on how this multiverse storyline will unfold, and how will Mark navigate the challenges ahead? Share your thoughts on the evolving character arcs and the mysteries introduced in this episode.